We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Lamb will go in motion. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. To the air again, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname? By the way.
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Right. Too humble. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback. And still.
Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. Takes it to about the 37. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Throwing, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here comes third and about a foot. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Ready? 12, 12, 12.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 46 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down. Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I'm one, right?
Here we go, get off the field.
To the air again, Burrow. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 94 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third and 4. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Prescott on first down. Finding Pickens for another catch. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the back.
And again, it's Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Prescott now. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 52 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Brown going up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Brown once more. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Here we go, 46.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Prescott.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb,
42 yards.
and the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Aubrey now for the point after.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A yard. It's second down.
I thought there. Quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Burrow looking to pass. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Burrow on 1st down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good chance now to put this game on. Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
On the return, they just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow, escaping the pressure.
And still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 17 yards out.
And the Bengals extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Here we go. Stuart. Stuart to hey. Come to me. It's me. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, kill. Kill. 47.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first and 10, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Now Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here, and they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Mike's 50. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1-1, ready?
Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Push him back.
11.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. I got it.
And Burrow going to throw again.
And he'll go right back to chase. That's caught again.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it's Burrow.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Tompkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.